What's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Pokecentral network. If you guys do want to join me here on my server, the IP is pokecentral.org. You can actually find all of the links that you need to download and install Pixelmon in the description down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into today's episode. Now, I have been throwing some apricorns into our factory. If you missed the last couple of episodes, we have been working on a Pokeball factory that is going to make making Pokeballs extremely quick, and I've done some expansion since the last episode. So as you can see here, we now have 12 mechanical anvils going all the way back, and this is fully functional, and I actually doubled the amount of furnaces that we need as well, which kind of offsets things again because we have twice as many furnaces as we have mechanical anvils, but I'm not entirely sure how we could possibly expand this. I don't think it's really necessary. It does go pretty quick, and if we go ahead and take a look, we can see we have all of these apricorns, some more in here, and then all of the ones in my inventory, plus all of these quick ball discs. I'm gonna go ahead and put these into the system to get them to start smelting, and then we can see down here we actually have right here, we have all of these lids and all of these iron bases all smelted up and ready to go. So what we're actually going to be doing today is starting a little bit of a collection of Pokeballs. I want to start getting some inventory ready, and I want to actually open up a Pokeball shop that sells every single type of Pokeball. Now, I know Ultra Balls, Quick Balls, Master Balls, pretty much the only three Pokeballs that anyone really needs or uses, but you'll have the occasional time where you want to use a Premier Ball, or you want to use a Friend Ball, or something like that, a Luxury Ball maybe, just for the happiness aspect. So we're going to try to do every single type of Pokeball, just so that we have a variety, and then we're going to figure out the pricing, we're going to set up a shop, and we're going to open it up and start selling every type of Pokeball here on the server, and I think it could be pretty cool. And honestly, I'm not really doing it for the money, because I'm sure there's better ways to make money on the server. I just think it'll be fun to do. So let's go ahead and actually start crafting up these lids. We have so many, and each set of these gives us 3 stacks of the lids. And then we're gonna have to, of course, get more iron bases. Again, with the mixing it up, I always put the apricorns in here wrong. I'm starting off with mostly Quick Balls, but I think I'm going to start getting Ultra Balls next to start stocking up on those, because I'm running pretty low, and a lot of people prefer Ultra Balls, which, I mean, I used to, but the Quick Balls just really are great. They really work, like 90% of the time, they'll work first try on most Pokemon. All right, there we go. We're all out of yellow. Let's go ahead and toss these into here, and you can see, look how fast this is already clearing out. All right, we have half a chest now, and we'll see how long it actually takes to completely fill up these chests, and you can see there already is a bunch of stuff funneling down into here. Still some iron bases apparently. I'm not sure why that is, but wow, we have a lot of Quick Balls. And one cool thing that I actually want to do with the setup, because you use chest shops, I want to try to set up an automated sorting system for our shop. So the way that it'll work is we'll have one chest where we drop all of our inventory into, and then it will sort out those Pokeballs into the correct chest so that they can automatically be sold to players, and we don't have to worry about putting each type of Pokeball in its own individual chest. It could be really cool, and I think it's going to be really fun. But before we even worry about that, we have the lids, we have the bases, we need to sort out a way to actually get the buttons. So here's what I was actually thinking we do. Now, when you put water and lava next to each other, you can make a smooth stone generator if you set it up correctly, and we can use our Silk Touch pickaxe with haste 2 with our Thunderstone armor, and I think we'll auto mine or instant mine that smooth stone. So if we set up like a little area like this, where we can just go back and forth and grind out a ton of blocks, they drop down into hoppers, and it collects all of that stone and then automatically regenerates all of the blocks, we could make a ton of stone for buttons very quickly. And I think that's probably our best bet, so that we don't have to clear out massive areas of underground terrain, and we can just use a small little area that just auto regenerates. All right, guys, so after a lot of trial and error, and I mean a lot, I had quite a bit of trouble with this, I finally got a design that actually works. So basically, we have water on either side, these stone blocks in the middle, and then the lava on top. And then these stone blocks are what we mine with the haste and the efficiency 5. and the silk touch, and that will actually get us a bunch of stone. Now, it is a little bit laggy here on the server. There is actually a lot of people online right now, like the most ever. We're at pretty much the peak of the week. Kind of laggy because of that, but even though there is lag, you can see we get a ton of stone. Right now, we're sitting at actually just over 3 stacks, and if I just sit here and I don't AFK. I'm never going to be AFK, and I'm always manually going to be pressing the button. And if you are going to be making something like this, always manually press the button. Always have your chat turned on, unless you're the owner on the server, which I have my chat turned off because I'm recording. But yeah, if you are going to be doing this, have your chat turned on and pay attention to it, because if a staff member thinks you're AFKing while doing this, you might get kicked off the server or given a warning for AFKing, since that doesn't really help out the server very much when players are AFKing. Oh no, what happened? Interesting. I haven't had that happen before. Wow, okay. That really screwed things up. Okay, so I went ahead, cleaned out the cobblestone, and it does seem to be functioning again, which is great. Now, it is a little bit laggy. I think that might just be because we're on a server, but actually it might not even be laggy. It might just be there's a delay between when the lava starts to fall another block and the water kind of hits it and then turns into a stone block. So, I don't know. It works for me, and you can see here we just got half a stack, and that's just from that time when I started recording. So, you get a fair amount of stone. You don't really have to worry about tearing down a bunch of area. Now, one thing I did work on is this little section here. Now, this is temporary. We're not going to keep it like this because we are going to go 25 blocks wide against this wall and make a sorting system for the Pokeballs. However, for now, this is a 5x5. What we're going to do is put every single type of Pokeball in the game that you can craft or obtain, and we're going to sort them out here for now. We're, of course, going to open up our shop, which is going to probably be like some giant Pokeball or something up on our island that you can go inside and buy all the different Pokeballs, something cool like that. But for now, this is our little storage area that we can store our Pokeballs temporarily until we have our shop ready to go. So we have all of our item frames from our old storage system up in the base, and I think I'm just going to use those down here because it'll look better and it'll be easier to tell where things are if we have them all labeled. Now, unfortunately, item frames kind of suck, and it's going to be a pain to get into any of these chests, but we're just going to go with it for now. So I guess let's just start putting in the quick balls. Oh, there we go. Put in the quick balls. We'll put those in here, and I think we're going to leave the lids and the bases back over in this chest just so that things don't get all mixed up. Now, let me throw all of this in here, and we're going to have to go over to the shop because rather than craft every single type of Pokeball for the labels, we're just going to buy one of each from the shop and see where that gets us. I think we're going to be able to get 23 different types of Pokeballs from the shop here. So that's one of those, one of those, one of those. There we go. And let me just buy all of these up. Okay, so I went ahead and got every single Pokeball all organized here, and it's pretty just kind of random the way that I did it. I kind of put like the orange ones here, the blue ones here, the green ones down here. Now, I noticed that we're missing a few, and the reason being is because I counted all of the Pokeballs in the game, and I think there's 26 total, and then I subtracted the Cherish Ball because I know you can't get that. I forgot to subtract the GS Ball. So that's one that I think we're missing. And then I realized we never got the Safari Ball, so we're missing that. So originally there was going to be a Safari Ball here and a GS Ball like here or something. But I think you can craft a Safari Ball. I don't know about the GS Ball though. Okay, so unfortunately no way to actually get a GS Ball at all. We're out of luck on that front unless we add them to the NPC shopkeeper, which I might end up doing. I don't know for sure. But we can craft the Safari Ball, so let's warp on over to the shop and buy up some green apricorns so that we can get that done. And the reason we only need green is because we already have some yellow ones that we can just use. So if we just go ahead and buy up a few stacks of these, we'll just get ourselves a whole bunch of these Safari Balls. And just to show how fast this actually goes, let's go ahead and do /fly. Let's go up here. Let's put all 5 stacks. We have just over 5 stacks, and let's see how quickly that actually takes. All right, so it's been a couple of minutes, and we got ourselves some cooked green apricorns. Now, there's actually still some blue and some yellow apricorns in the system, so it's not really going as quickly as it could be if it wasn't all jammed up. But we'll have to figure out what's going on with that because it's kind of weird that there was still even apricorns in there because all of the furnaces were turned off, and now there's just 2 furnaces in the middle that aren't doing anything. Don't know what that's all about, but I was trying to wait for 2 stacks, but we'll just go from here. You know what? It's fine. Take this, put that there, put all of these here, and we'll get 50 of these safari balls. Actually, oh wow. Okay, never mind. We got over 2 stacks. I wasn't actually expecting that, but that's okay. And now this system should be empty, so this should go a whole lot quicker if we just go ahead and drop these into here. Okay, so we got ourselves almost a half stack of these safari balls. Let's see if a couple more can come through so we can get a perfect half stack. There we go. And let's grab actually a half stack of stone and craft these things up. We're going to have to do this for every single type of Pokeball eventually, but for now, there we go. We got ourselves the safari ball, so we can fill in that slot there, and we have every single obtainable Pokeball on this list here. Completely collected. The only 2 we're missing, like I said, Cherish Ball, which is completely unobtainable. That'll never be obtainable. And then the GS Ball, which isn't even that good. It's the same catch rate as a Pokeball. It's just kind of a special item, so it's not available here on the server, but maybe I'll add that to the NPC shopkeeper. I'm not entirely sure, but for now, this is a pretty good selection. So we have to figure out how to craft every single one of these, get the apricorns running through the system. We'll have to get pretty much every color of apricorn, and then craft up a bunch of Pokeballs, put them through the auto smelter here, and start filling up our inventory for the shop. Okay, so I keep having that same issue with this little smelter here, and I think the best solution is to put the lava bucket into a dispenser up top here, and then hook it up to a button that we can go ahead and switch on and off. So if it does end up actually creating that cobblestone weird little glitch, we can just easily tap the button, clean it up real quick, and reset the entire system. And it'll be much more efficient than having to break the glass and slowly replace everything. And it's kind of a pain when it breaks down, but if we set it up the way that I'm thinking, we'll put 1 dispenser right up there in the middle with a redstone line to a button right here. It'll be really simple, and it should work and solve our little issue. So let's try and find ourselves a dispenser. Okay, we got the dispenser. Now, I don't actually know where I put any of my redstone. It's all gone, and I think... I have no idea. I'm really confused. I've missed... A lot of different items have just suddenly gone missing, but that's okay. Maybe I actually used it all up on the furnaces setup that we have down in the secret bunker. So warping on over to the shop to buy some more redstone, and then we should be able to get this set up. And actually, 1 stone, I have enough for a button, but for some reason... Oh, this isn't good. Alright, so let's go ahead and break this glass here. We should be able to come up in here, and right in the middle of this block... We'll place the dispenser facing down. That'll put the lava right here. Actually, we don't have any stone. There we go, stone. Okay, one block of stone, that'll do to fill that in. And that way we can put the lava in here. When we press the button, it'll shoot it out. If we press the button again, it'll pick it back up. And that should solve our issue. If we go ahead and put redstone dust right along up here, I think we can just do it like... this crossed here, and then have a button on either block should work. Okay, maybe just on the block above. Here. There we go, and does that actually function? Okay, looks like it's working, and then, oh, we need to get the glass in. There we go, and awesome. So now when we break this, if we run into any issues, which, wow, we ran into issues really quick. Oops. Press that. That'll pick up the lava, and that'll reset everything. So yeah, this is a cool little setup. Can't really say I recommend it on a server. Single player world, it'll work great, but on a server, it just kind of glitches out a little bit too much. Now, I'm sure we could do certain things to make it happen less often, but really, I'd probably just go out into the world and mine a giant cavern underground somewhere with the haste and clear out like a massive area, and then you'll have stone for life. But this is a cool little setup. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done for today. I am definitely going to go ahead and get the Pokeball system for over here changed up and spread out. So we'll spread it out. Let's see how many blocks we actually have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it'll go from here all the way to that back wall, which that's that's fine. You know what? We could actually even probably center it on this wall a little bit better. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'll try and get that figured out for tomorrow's episode. But for now, I think we're going to call things here. If you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure to go and leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.